Hi everyone, welcome to Legal Talks by Desi Kanoon. I am Suyash and today I will talk about the case of National Confederation of Officers Association of CPSC and others versus Union of India and others. Wherein the Honorable Supreme Court discussed the applicability of the principle of res judicata to public interest litigations in India. Basically, Section 11 of the Code of Civil Procedure embodies the principle of res judicata and bars the court from deciding issues which have been directly or substantially in issue in an earlier proceeding between the same parties and have been finally decided. It is also pertinent to note that before a plea of res judicata can be given effect, the following conditions must be proved. A. The litigating parties must be the same. B. The subject matter of the suit also must be identical. C. The matter must be finally decided between the parties. And D. The suit must be decided by a court of competent jurisdiction. Thus, aforesaid are the basic conditions in relation to the principle of res judicata. Now, in order to understand whether the principle of res judicata is applicable to public interest litigations or not, let us go through the pertinent observations by the court. Firstly, the court noted that though the principle of res judicata has been applied to public interest litigations, yet courts have been circumspect in denying relief in matters of grave public importance on a strict application of procedural rules. Secondly, the court cited the celebrated case of Daryao versus State of UP, wherein it was held that if a petition is dismissed in limine without passing a speaking order, then such dismissal cannot be treated as creating a bar of res judicata. According to the court, if a petition is dismissed in limine without a speaking order, then it would be open to argue that there was no substance in such a petition. However, without a speaking order, it would not be proper for the court to hold that such a summary dismissal is a dismissal on merits and as such constitutes a bar of res judicata against a similar petition. Thirdly, the court observed that while determining the applicability of the principle of res judicata under Section 11 of CPC, the court must be conscious that grave issues of public interest are not lost in the woods merely because a petition was initially filed and dismissed without a substantial adjudication on merits. And lastly, the court also cautioned that there is a trend of poorly pleaded public interest litigations being filed instantly following a disclosure in the media with a conscious intention to obtain a dismissal from the court and preclude genuine litigants from approaching the court in public interest. This court must be alive to the contemporary reality of ambush public interest litigations and interpret the principle of res judicata or constructive res judicata in a manner which does not debar access to justice. Those were the observations of the court. In conclusion, following important points emerge. A. The principle of res judicata under Section 11 of CPC does apply to public interest litigations. B. While attracting the bar of res judicata on a public interest litigation, the court must take into consideration the grave issues of public interest or importance involved in the case. C. If a public interest litigation is dismissed in limine without passing a speaking order, then such dismissal cannot be treated as creating a bar of res judicata. D. The courts must be cautious of poorly pleaded public interest litigations that are filed with an intent to obtain a dismissal from the court and preclude genuine litigations. And E. The principle of res judicata must be interpreted in a manner that does not debar access to justice. Therefore, I hope that the applicability of the principle of res judicata on public interest litigations is clear by now. Hence, I hope you enjoyed listening to the show. Thank you for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe us. And if you have any comments, please make them in the comments section. See you next time. Till then, stay tuned.